This car is locked into the show based on where David Rudiman brought it in the point standings prior to Rudiman getting out of this car, moving into the 44 to replace the now retired Dale Jarrett in the UPS car. There was some talk of whether the team could switch points.
Whoa, guys, whoa. Oh, no. Oh, my gosh. I have never seen anything like that in my life.
He hit that wall a ton.
Oh, my gosh.
The reigning Sprint Cup champion. First driver in 6 years not named Johnson.
Whoa, there he goes.
Oh, boy.
There we go.
5 cars are in it.
Maybe more. Not
heavy damage to both Penske cars.
Bam.
To Tony Stewart.
What did Tony say this morning? He wasn't going to push Ryan.
That's right. Because every time he does, bad things happen.
Problem.
Yeah, both of the Penske drivers, there you see Brad Keselowski in the 2. We just saw A.J. Allmendinger in the 22. Both of those drivers were involved, and there's our current champion, Tony Stewart.
4 deep behind Stewart and Kenseth. Yeah, Kevin Harvick's got some real help coming towards the front here. Michael Waltrip in the 55 into the picture. Pushed by Casey Mears. Kenseth with Harvick behind him. Oh, there's contact. Stewart into the middle of the pack and over.
Caution's out.
And a huge wreck to end this race. Matt Kenseth is going to get to the finish line first. Is everybody okay? Up to the outside, 2 is Brian Scott. See, Tony Stewart just bulled his way through there to get an opportunity, and he's going to have it too. Final corner at Daytona. Who's going to get here first? Regan Smith 7, Keselowski 22, Stewart 33, and contact. Smith turned around. Tony Stewart is going to win this race. And a terrible crash coming to the finish.
This is a big wreck.
Kyle Larson's car with the front end severely torn off. He's bailing out of the car. Part of that car did pierce the catch fencing shy of the start-finish line. You see some of the others involved. In that melee, coming to the finish line, a car, Larson's, was turned up into the catch fencing, the safety fencing separating the race.
Get some kind of big move here off turn 4 like Kevin did. Oh, and there
Johnson to the wall
with the 1 of McMurray. 3, 4 cars around. 1 on its roof. 1 car hard into the wall.
That was
and it ends in flames and sparks.
Our front row setter up here, he's got a torn up race car,
Mark
78
Truex
car.
Jimmy Johnson, he looks okay. Front end of his car on fire. McMurray crawls across the start finish line to earn a spot in the 500. The field is frozen as of the caution flag, and Jamie McMurray's car all torn up. 59.5 great laps, and then this.
I just didn't have a good feeling when Jimmy Johnson and Jeff Gordon got side by side. I felt like that was not a good move for either one of them, and of course we had trouble.
Michael Waltrip's car into the pit wall. And Michael moving around in the car, trying to get unhooked.
He nailed the end of that wall pretty good.
Yeah, he actually had hit the inside wall before pit road first.
David Reagan.
David Reagan's
the
car.
winner at Talladega.
Here we go. The big one. And we anticipated it. 3 wide wasn't going to last.
Nicole, I kept telling you.
You did. You were right. We just waited a little bit longer.
Cole went.
The speed difference is so great when they make that swap.
especially if it happens at the front. There's just almost nowhere to go. You can't. A lot of drivers can't see. They're pushing somebody else, pushing them into the trouble.
Getting crowded up there in the front right now with the 42. Oh,
Whoa!
trouble. Big
crash. Danica Patrick and Joey Logano.
Oh, man.
And Eric Almirola.
Holy smoly. Heavy damage there on Danica.
Those cars are killed.
And Almirola piling in at the last second and going up in the air. Patrick
Danica's
quickly
out
of her car.
Boy, she's out in a hurry.
Woo. No kidding. The thing was on fire.
And looking rather upset. Joey Logano's car is not going to make it back to the garage. Neither is Eric Almirola. The window net down on both of those cars. Signal to the safety crews the driver is okay. Now Patrick and Logano were 11th and 12th. Almirola was back in 23rd.
What he's doing, he's just mirror driving all over the racetrack.
Oh, trouble. Elliott Sadler over 1.5 and on his roof. Now the car tumbling hard onto the pavement in turn 3. Caution is out. A terrible crash.
Could be.
Yeah, could be.
They could be trying to dodge that 8 car.
Car flew in the air a long ways before it hit anything.
And now the banking kicks the car back to the left.
You see the contact, yeah.
And there you see the car.
Through the corner. Still on his fender. On the high side. Logano going for it. They're down the backstretch. Logano with a half a car length on him. Now here comes Carl back on the low side. Oh, Carl flips a little.
Come on, he's sideways.
Oh, now he gets Logano. Joey's into the car's upside down. On the side is Clint.
Yellow's out. Yellow is out. Yellow is out.
Wallace gets into it. The 14 of Bliss gets into it. Red flag immediately.
Stop on the back. They want you to stop on the back.
They are stopping everyone on the backstretch.
Something. I just in the throttle. He got loose. I touched him, guys.
There's what's left of Keselowski's car. Window net down. He's okay. There's Joey with his net down. Clint Boyer is out. Boy, Boyer went up on his side. For a second, I thought he was going to go all the way over. And there is Stephen Wallace as he seems to be okay.
They've taken the white flag, so that should be the end of it.
Now, in this situation, in fact, we were just in race control last night for the truck race. They will freeze the field. And they're going to come around now. We're being told they're going to come around to complete the race.
Is everybody all right?
And
You're all right.
these guys are just seeing
Man, make
what
sure they
happened.
know that is not my intent. Not at all.
So the caution
Here's
and
your checker
checker
flag
comes
right here.
out.
Here's your checker flag.
Carl picks up his 32nd nationwide win, not the way he wanted to do it, and he is coming over to stop immediately. And he and Joey are talking. And obviously, we will try and talk to both of them. And this is not one of those heated situations like we had last week.
Huge crash here at Watkins Glen. Heavy contact. Jeff Gordon involved. Jeff Burton is there. Heavy hit by the 77 car of Sam Hornish. He is out of his car. Jeff Gordon is yet to come out now. He is climbing out of the car.
I say we're done for the day.
It's a very fast part of the racetrack. As you come out of turn 9, you're wide open. Anything happens, there is room to avoid it, but obviously these guys were in a position not to do that, and Sam Hornish's car taking a huge lick. All of these guys are out of the cars. That's a good thing. See, we saw Jeff Burton on the other side of the guardrail.
I'll show you what happened here a moment ago on lap 61.
Here's Sam Hornish racing with Casey Kane as they come out of the corner. Oh,
looks like Casey got loose and tried to correct it. Got into Sam, and goodness gracious, what
just
a
as we saw the other day. Wow, huge lick by Jeff Gordon. It's good to see him get out of his car.
And Sam Hornish. Both of those cars hit extremely hard on that second impact.
Gordon head on into the Armco barrier.
You saw this happen with Jason Leffler's car the other day, get thrown back, and Jeff Gordon wide open, nowhere to go.
It's good to see those guys get out of the car.
Joey Logano just missing the inside of the 77 car when he came by.
Right along with Jeff Gordon here. Be ready, folks. This is hard.
Look at McMurray. He has a big run down.
Oh, we got one spinning.
And it's McMurray.
Got it.
Man, that thing is flipping, rolling.
That car is junk.
You got that right. I just hope he's
for a
okay.
ride right
He
there.
had been incredibly fast. He got a huge run off turn 2, caught a pack of cars, made a quick move, and ended up in the fence.
Mike, it just really wouldn't surprise me to see some kind of maybe adjustment on the speeds here, because the cars are really, really fast.
Yeah, that happened way too easy.
And he's climbed out.
One of our faster cars. There's McMurray out of the car.
They'll be getting the white flag. A lot of drivers a little unsure. Can they make it the distance?
Burton slices top to bottom, passes 3 cars, and lines up third for this final lap.
Tony Stewart sitting out there right now. That is not a good place to be. He's a setting duck. They're going to come by him like he put on the brakes.
Yeah, watch the run these drivers get that are lined up. Here comes Dale Earnhardt Jr. right there in the 88. Watch Burton.
Here we go. Here we go.
And she's all right after a hard crash, and the caution flag is out.
The race is over. That's Tony Stewart will win the race. God, we got that camera in there with Danica and see she's fine.
Checkered flag. Tony Stewart leads Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Marcus Ambrose across the line. But they got stacked 4 wide coming out of turn number 2. Danica was on the inside, and when all that contact was made, she was the one that ended up going for the wild ride.
And she done such a nice job. I mean, we've been watching her, keeping her nose clean. That's a very unfortunate event.
That 9 car, Dave.
He has had a great night. Remember, he started 12th on the night. The car has been back and forth on the balance side. But the 9 car, Marcus Ambrose, whoa, as you look at Jimmy Johnson trying to pass Ryan Newman coming off before. That's a tight battle. They're still side by side there, Ellen. Let's send it back to you, but don't forget about Ambrose. He finished 6th here in the spring.
And having a top 5.
Right, hang on there. Jimmy Johnson, sideways.
Is he going to be able to save it?
No. What a hard hit.
We're done, guys. We're in it.
That was a hard lick. Man. He was doing everything he could to try to save it.
Big push coming from Elliott and Keselowski. Contact! Elliott slam into the wall.
Are you kidding me?
Danica Patrick, Casey Kane.
Oh, man.
You all right? Yeah, I'm good.
Well, coming to turn 1, don't forget, he had just stopped. Watch this car move right here. Something breaks on that car. He just clears the track. Oh. And huge contact with the Armco. And watch as Jimmy climbs out of the car and says, yeah, guys, I'm okay. 24.
Oh, goodness. 6 gets, it's like, oh, my gosh. Goodness gracious. Wow. Like Boris said, got into the 6 car. David Reagan. Oh, my goodness. That's a hard lick for David Reagan, but this, oh my goodness.
Ron Fellows also into the wall in that.
Newton was running to check on Kligerman. 3 wide drafting here. Kenseth down a little bit, but Menard is there. And he just moves Logano enough that Joey loses control, gets into Menard. The white car of Kligerman, the black car of Truex, and the white car of Blaney all stacking up at the start-finish line.
And Trevor Bayne in that 21 car may have gotten a little bit of damage, but Lord, it could have been a whole lot worse for him.
A scary crash. Here's our camera on top of the safer barrier right at start-finish.
Safety fence is doing a great job.
Oops.
Did we lose our camera?
Yes, we did.
And Kenny, you've run this track so many times. That is one of the fastest places of this racetrack. And as Darrell has always pointed out, there's not a lot of banking there, and you're turning a pretty sharp turn.
It's about a 270-degree radius corner. It's banked maybe 10, 15 degrees, a third of a mile around. Tim Richmond going after win number 2. When he crosses the finish line, Tim Richmond will be 2 for 2, batting 1,000 in 1987. Here comes Tim Richmond. He's a winner again.